So, typically I don't like to play these really overhyped games or these games that everyone else is playing. But I've tried a lot lately in the last couple of years to not be so hipster and anti-mainstream and all that other shit, and try to give shit a shot. Give shit a shot. So we go ahead and play Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's go start a new game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Saori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Saori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's so mean, Phoenix. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I mean, she's cute enough. I don't see what's so wrong with that, but I guess she's like a dork. Whatever. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Saori. Sayori. Yeah, close enough. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Phoenix, have you decided on a club to join yet? Tennis club. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs aside from tennis. I haven't been looking at any other ones because I already made up my mind on joining the tennis club. Eh? That's not true. I saw you eyeing the tennis club yesterday. You told me you wanted to join the tennis club this year. I did. Huh. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content with just getting by on average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about you, worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. I think that's a Japanese term. Means just basically like a shut-in, that just someone just stays in and plays games all the time. I think that's what that means. So basically me. Shit. In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, I'll join this tennis club. No promises, though. Except for the one I promised that I'll join the tennis club. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if it does exaggerate everything inside her head. Or rather, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club, and then I can move on over to tennis. Hello, Saori? Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you're just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Bruh. Yeah? There's no way I'm joining your lame-ass club. Meanie! Saodi's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is granted to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yeah. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Saori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's as cunning as to have planned this all along. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Saori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Saori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Saori's always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? She looks just like Saori. I thought that was her. I was just like, wait, what? What the hell just happened? Whoa. Return. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Phoenix. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Damn. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. This one can get it. Purple girl can get it. This one, I guess she's cute, but not in the kind of cute where I'm like, hey, it's just kind of like, yeah, you're not ugly, I guess. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. She is the one who also made the cupcakes, according to Saori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Yeah, they look nearly identical. Honestly, their hair color is a little bit differently. They almost have the same hairstyle. They have the same hair length. Saori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Phoenix. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Phoenix. We made room for you at the table. So, you can come sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. And how about we have some tea as well? Sure. I drink tea now, so that's fine. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Saori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Oh, for the tea, I guess. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Saori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were made for the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Charity grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Saudi talks with her mouth full and always manages to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good, though I wish it was dog-shaped instead of cat-shaped, because dogs are better than cats. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did, so I already said, well, maybe, but not for you, you baka. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. This unnecessary level of detail. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Cupcakes. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a member of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take part in something personal. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. I was gonna say teacher. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all that effort to starting a brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Phoenix, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, concerning how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. My man. That's exactly what I would have said. 'Cause I don't read much, unfortunately. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. So manga. Fucking manga, right? Judging me and shit. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Did I? Ito Junji's stuff, I guess that's about it. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? Wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if her story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often really successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? It's because you're a little... Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to read about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Just Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine, fine. Yeah, your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is as cute as you are. Saori settles behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experiences, or rather, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yay, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Phoenix? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Saori might have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. What a... God damn it. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Phoenix? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Saori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really didn't scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Phoenix, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Phoenix, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Saori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Saori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure I'll find good fortune, or I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. What if I have to actually... Okay, I guess I'm actually writing a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What am I even starting with? Okay, so we have these three girls. I can't impress Monica. I only have Saori, Natsuki, and Yuri. So, what the fuck is with these words? Jesus. My god. Alright. Anxiety. Parfait. Doki Doki. Unyielding. Fluffy. Dark. Kawaii. Waterfall. Aura. Nibble. Frightening. I guess they jump up for the words that they like. Disarray. Electricity. Oh jeez, I'm banging Yuri, I guess. Bouncy. Puppy. Jumpy. Wow, I cannot get anything for Saori. Twirl. After image. Philosophy. Destiny.